Jindosh is important to the Duke's inner circle. The Grand Guard watches his mansion, harassing people who look like trouble.
You said there's a wall of light cutting off access to the carriage station.
Yes, but there's a black market shop nearby. They sell on the sly. Ever use a rewiring tool?
Yes, but it's been years.
Good. Get past the wall of light, then ride the carriage to where Jindosh lives. And there's a reason people are afraid of his mansion.
I'll see you after it's done.
Corvo, take care of this crazy man and his clockwork soldiers, then bring Sokolov back. He means a lot to me. His home is supposed to be full of marvels. Locals go in as a test of courage or because they're desperate for a meal. Kids even. People say you can hear them at night, pounding on the windows, calling for help. The carriage will take you fairly close to the mansion. The Duke looks after people like Jindosh. When you're done, meet me back here. If you can't find a rewiring tool, and you manage to get to the other side of the wall of light, there should be a power source somewhere. A whale oil tank or windmill. Turning it off works just as good, and nobody gets burned to ashes. Careful with the wall of light. I once saw a kid dare his little brother to touch one of those things. A second later, nothing left but dust. The Duke's circle is full of clever bastards, all working for a percentage. But no one is like Jindosh. Not since Sokolov. Jindosh entered his clockwork soldiers in the Duke's tournament. The Blade Verbana. No one could beat them. You won that when you were 16, didn't you? A long time ago. A young man's game. Jindosh won't care who you are or what you want. To him, it's all a puzzle to work out. He looks at you like he wants to take you apart.
I'll tell you a story about Kirin Jindosh, a prodigy from Karnaca. Self-taught, he was hailed by the Academy of Natural Philosophy as a genius who would surpass Sokolov and bring about an age of enlightenment. But just 2 years after his arrival, he was banned from the Academy for life, for reasons that are still not public. When they deported him, he left behind a machine that drank seawater, playing music that brought listeners to tears. They promptly took it apart, and it has never worked since.
Spring for food fish cake.
Dust everywhere, no matter what you do.
Anybody else right now?
Wages, this is the worst assignment.
You look like you're doing pretty well. Why not give me a coin? Appreciate it. I'll let you in on a secret. I saw people coming and going recently, looking for whale oil, up to something. So many people legging it from the city. The Grand Guard and the Howlers won't have anybody to tax or rob. Everybody's got the willies now. Feels like the city might collapse. I worked in the silver mines here until the dust got to my lungs. You watch yourself. The Grand Guard aren't too friendly to strangers. Impressive how you managed to get there. Be careful. Those people with the oil tanks might still be around.
You said whale oil. I got it for you. Not easy to pinch either.
No, you screwed up. It won't work without another tank. Not enough blast. You gotta trust me on this.
All right, all right. I don't know shit about explosives. Never said I did. I'll go out again later and find some more.
Good. You can't rush jobs like this. It takes a smooth hand.
Can't piss around here forever either. Eventually some wanker will see us and the Howlers will catch wind. But I hear you. One more tank.
Another of these shops was robbed. I'd hire guards if I could afford it. There's something familiar about you.
I've been away from Karnaca for a long time. I need a rewire tool, like the ones used by the Grand Guard. No questions. Clear?
Yes, sir. But I can't help you right now. I have people coming in, and I can't be responsible for their manners if you take my meaning. Paolo is coming by. See me later.
Understood.
You should go. We can do business another time. Like I said, Paolo is coming by. I think he's here. Hide yourself. They'll see you if you try to leave. Find a place to hide and we'll do business afterwards.
I need 8 new cutters, short blades, the good stuff. Morley steel.
I know what you mean.
Do you? Because last time, you gave me some backwater foundry garbage that wouldn't hold an edge, and snap against Grand Guard armor.
I got taken on that deal too. But I'll make it up to you, Paolo. Lop off maybe 10%?
30. Because I like you. By next week.
That's fair. I made a bad faith trade and I regret it. You'll have the cutters, I promise.
Good, good. These are strange times. Overseers in the Dust District, a witch empress, and these clockwork soldiers protecting their aristocracy. All bad for business. But if I get my way, Karnaca will be a different city a year from now.
Makes a person sick, it does. My aching back. Hurts when I'm standing, hurts to sit. Only time it feels right is after that.
I need protection. The Grand Guard doesn't do its job. I shouldn't deal with strangers.
This city is a place of riches, but not all get a seat at the banquet table. Somewhere near they hold hands. They drink poison together. This old couple. A banker tricked them out of their home. He can read. He thinks now of a poem he once read. On the waters, far from home, upon the wind did ride. He's made the Howlers into something more than just a street gang. He's clever, this one, with aspirations. You'd be surprised how high up he wants to be. The Howlers are his family. He's done terrible things to protect them. He believes he could run Sarkonos better than the Duke. He has a secret that will save his life only once each day. He is well known throughout Karnaca as a man who can get things done. Even the new Duke has employed him. There's someone he needs to check on. He wonders if the moonstruck man has enough food and water. Some business with the Duke. An ongoing arrangement. I don't know. It involves one whose mind has been injured. I didn't see it at first, but there's magic at work here. He uses charms made of bone. Uses them well. Paolo. He helped a blind woodcarver cross the street. The same day he assassinated a barrister. He gets another star tattooed across his back every time he claims a life. A constellation of woe. He's thinking these are dangerous times, and how Lindy will take care of the Howlers should anything happen to him. I've already told you about this man.
Who do we have here? What's the mask for?
Walk on. You won't like how this ends.
Oh, that's not how it ends? How does it end then? With an old man giving me advice in my own damn city? than being force-fed his ugly mask. Because that sounds like something I'd like a lot.
Beat it. This will be your only warning.
What's going on?
Someone should have come through already.
Hush. You'll tip off the mark.
How long we gonna wait for some lost aristocrat to stumble through?
Long as it takes. You want to eat, right?
Maybe this ain't such a good spot for an ambush.
Guards shaking people down. More blood flies this year. People just ain't walking the streets anymore.
Getting hard to make a decent living.
When the Grand Guard go into the place and see it packed solid with blood flies, they burn the building to the ground. And the ones on either side.
They may just smoke flash it. Either way, the jewels will be ruined. We're not getting our money, are we?
Have some faith. It'll just be more complicated than I thought it would be.
The Dukes let the blood flies get out of hand this year. Am I ever gonna catch a break?
Nobody's looking out for nobody right now. We'll go back tonight and dig the jewels out. After that, we'll make a quick exit from Karnaca.
Eyes are burning.
Why cover your face? Are you worried someone might recognize you?
Can't go to the Grand Guard. Damn! This is what I paid protection money for. Damn!
See Jindash's mansion from here. The carriage line is blocked. I'll have to unlock the gate. Not the first time someone's put me on a wanted poster.
Thing that ever happened to this city. Give me a handful of the Clockworks and I'll clean up the dust district.
I don't know. Maybe the tall boys were better from the time of the rat plague. They made people stand up straight.
Times change. If the Duke has his way, we'll have an army of the Clockwork soldiers by this time next year.
Tasted awful. That weren't no blue-jawed hagfish. River crust is more likely.
You know, Bella is a friend of the Duke's. She and her husband got one of those clockwork soldiers months before anyone else. They had a party, and we uncrated it.
If I hadn't spent half my life floundering in Potterstead, maybe I'd get invitations like that. It's all about who you come up with.
Couldn't agree more, my dear.
So why'd the grand inventor take the clockwork away from them? Couldn't they have asked the Duke to intercede?
Oh, after the incident, they wanted it off their estate.
But it stopped that family of robbers. Surely Bella and her husband were happy about that.
Yes, but after it killed the thieving couple and their brats, it slaughtered Bella's favorite gardener. Poor Bella said the back patio looked like one of the whaling slaughterhouses in Dunwall.
Repulsive.
You have to understand.
What's the matter?
Are you all right?
Saw something?
Jindosh could have stayed at the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He might have done some good there. right. I need to eliminate Jindosh and find Anton Sokolov.
Welcome to my home, stranger. The door is always open to those with the will to pass the threshold. If you're here by appointment, then proceed and bide your time. Otherwise, I'd be remiss if I didn't inform you about the defensive mechanisms employed here, which are quite formidable. Many have entered without invitation, for reasons as myriad as the fish in the ocean. But of those who've dared to explore further, very few have found their way back out.
I caught one of these in a net once, but it was a lot smaller. The space behind the walls.
Think this thing can see what we're doing?
No. When they're like this, they're blind. They can still hear, though. They'll wake up at any loud noise, or if a fight breaks out.
Still kind of creepy. I have to work hard to ignore them.
I find it kind of exciting. Like being watched, but not really.
That's all it took. Now he's a major. Bastard.
Get hanged.
Karen Jindosh.
these prices, the man wouldn't keep us waiting.
There's only one Kirin Jindosh. He can charge whatever he likes. Besides, you're rich enough to afford a couple of the clockworks. I happen to know you've doubled your fortune since the Duke took over the silver mines.
Lower wages means higher profits, but it's my time that's precious. I'm not used to waiting.
Neither am I. When was the last time someone had me waiting for more than an hour? I can't remember. It's almost titillating.
How many clockworks did you say there were? It's a numbered set, if I recall.
It is indeed, but 36, 46? Very exclusive, whatever the count. Everyone at the Garden Club will be green with envy.
Whatever you've done, stop it.
Who are you and what have you done?
Do you know how long
We're
we've waited
waiting for
this
Kirin
appointment?
Jindosh. Leave us be.
Where did I put that thing?
If I get the chance, I'm going to ask for a transfer to the Grand Palace. Why shouldn't I? I deserve as much.
Duke Luca Abel. Ramsey and the Crown Killer were just the start. I need to break down Delilah's remaining allies. Jindosh, the Duke, all of them. What kind of sadistic joke is this? With this machine, maybe you won't have to die after all, Jindosh. It's a long way down. Jindosh's lab. Kieran Jindosh. This must be the electroshock machine Jindosh mentioned.
Anton Sokolov, once the royal physician and head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. You'll come to understand my electroshock machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Has anyone ever loved the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kieran? Perhaps the device could tell us that.
No, sadly it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling theories.
Kieran Jindosh, grand inventor for Serkonos. He dreams of an army of mechanical soldiers. His invention, the Silvercraft, it combines mercury and light on a plate, and an image appears. Some are delighted, some terrified. He has a great mind for innovation, invention, progress. Perhaps even greater than Sokolov. So young when he attended the academy, so quiet then. They hardly noticed him, but he took it all in, understood. Perhaps even better than they did. He works with Duke Luca Abel. They share overlapping interests, but only use one another. He's thinking the test subjects are all broken beyond repair, and it's time to obtain a fresh batch. At the academy, the other students and most of the teachers, They couldn't comprehend half of what he was telling them. Even at 16. Such questions he asked as a child, just free from the crib. Others grew to fear him, just as he grew to love them. He waits for the breathing and the blood to stop, then the brain, and the light from their eyes. He loves that moment, when the eyes change, finds it fascinating. He longs for an adversary worthy of his intellect. It is not vanity. There are few who could match him. His mother asked, "Why did you do that to the cat?" Young Kieran only wanted to know what was inside, how it worked. Her distress puzzled him. The new Duke will let him have all the test subjects he wants. An endless supply. Almost arrested before the Duke found him. Carted off to some dank hole behind iron bars for revolting crimes against his fellows. His experiments. Instead, the Duke gave him a title. It is important to him. He wants others to notice the complexity of his work, the genius of his innovations. These are his thoughts. So many years. He's imagined having his own teacher in a cage, like an insect under glass, begging to be released, admitting that his was the superior intelligence. I've already told you about this man.
The other lab machines are draining away too much electricity. The electroshock machine should work now.
You don't know what you're doing! Anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
People like you can't be allowed to run amok.
And if I combine the acid against
A copper plate? What does it do? I knew that a moment ago. Does anyone know the answer? I had an idea, but it's gone now. I'm very much afraid of what's happened. You can't have put me through that machine, but wait, what does it do? Please, kill me. Please make me die. Something something big is gone and I can't name it. Hello? I believe I've lost something very precious. Please help me find it. The other students will laugh at me now. Maybe there'll be apple pudding at dinner. I would like that.
His memories flee from him as he seeks them. All is shifting, intermingling. Great theorems drift just beneath the surface, just beyond his reach. But he cannot hold a thought for more than a few seconds. When he remembers, he is filled with rage and despair. The great cathedral of his mind, abandoned and ruined. For just a second, he had a new line of thinking, the solution to a great engineering problem. Now, lost. In a way, he is more content now than he has ever been. He thinks of his dinner later, and hopes for cabbage with pork. You want me to point the way, help you onto a path. Now, let us be lost here together for a moment.
Brianna Ashworth.
So many events in motion, each exerting subtle gravity. With Delilah, a new empire could be drawn, and all the old barriers broken. Much could be accomplished. My clockwork soldiers have played their part, but each costs more coin than a wealthy man sees in a lifetime. It could take years to find a solution on my own, but if Sokolov can be tamed, together we might refine the process, making new clockworks at a fraction of the cost. Whether I seduce my old teacher with the thrill of discovery, or whether I'm forced to apply the clamps to his flesh and turn on the voltage, no matter.
Delilah Copperspoon. Aramis Stilton?
Full instruction set. Playback indicates that the machine is waking up.
I was pretty sure I took it with me.
I would have left by now. Storm down. This is amazing!
How many more chances will I get to travel? to leave Dunwall.
Moving walls. Yeah. Most people are happy just doing a
He didn't want
job.
his teeth broken out. Maybe he shouldn't have opened his mouth.
Why would you worry about such a thing?
We've been here for months, but we've barely seen a third of the house. If he can replace members of the Grand Guard with those blasted mechanical men, why not us?
Do you have to ask? Can you imagine one of them pouring tea? It might take your hand off.
Give Jindosh time. He'll figure that out too. We'll be out on the streets.
I wouldn't last a night outside, and neither would you. What's the matter? You saw something? I hope it's not a rat.
You have no right to be here, stranger. Leave at once.
Incredible!
Expert diagnostic playback loop. adaptability to a changing environment. Assessment chamber reconfigured. The search protocol is underway.
Sokolov.
Continue search.
Corvo. It would have to be you. Perhaps Megan came for you in Dunwall. But Jindosh...
He's alive, but I burned his mind out. Used one of his machines against him.
Well, that's the Corvo I remember.
Search is underway.
With it too.
Huh? Huh?
did it. How is he?
Frail and wounded, but he'll recover.
I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship.
All right.